Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike and this is Triple T Acres, and I've got a great video for you today. We're going to be going over a budget-friendly fish feeder. Not everybody can afford those really nice Texas Hunters, which I'd love to have, but I can't dig in my wallet and justify the amount of money that they cost. However, I do have the alternative. Stick around and I'm going to show you. All right, here is the feeder. This is a Moultrie Directional feeder, and I'm going to put a link in the description if you want to order one of these for yourself. And I'm at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about how much this thing costs versus how much those Texas Hunters are. The Texas Hunters are really nice feeders, but I'm telling you, for this type of thing, this is all you need. If you're just trying to feed your fish to grow them faster than usual and give your kids an opportunity to catch really big bluegill, and I'm going to show you eventually some of these massive bluegill that I have in this pond. This is a great option for you that will not break the bank. So it's a super easy setup. I have a post on the edge of my pond that I set, and you don't need a post. If you have a tree nearby, that'll work just as good. The feeder will come with a strap that you can go around, or what I chose to do is to go ahead and put some screws in here. But super easy setup. Plastic lid on the top comes off, pour the food in, and looks like we're empty. There's an auger down here at the bottom, and it shoots it directionally out. That's where it comes with the name, directional fish feeder. It is not like a normal deer feeder that broadcasts it in a wide range. It will shoot it right out the front. And I'll show you the front of it here. You can see it's open there, and then it will feed out to the pond. Since the feeder's empty, we're gonna go up to the barn and get some food and load it in the hopper. I'm also gonna go over the settings and how easy it is to set this thing up. If you like videos like this, it's a good time to hit that like button and subscribe. If you're wondering what food I'm using, I just got this at Tractor Supply. This is floating pond and catfish food. It says it's high protein. It's a 40-pound bag. This isn't what I normally put in my pond. This is all they had at the time. If you look, I'm going to show you. These are all about the same size food pellets, which makes it difficult for your smaller fish like your bluegill to eat. I like to get the multi-size because my fish goals here are to grow really large bluegill and really large catfish, hoping to feed the bass too. So I'm a sports fisherman, so I want a little bit for everything. Keep that in mind when you're looking to feed your fish, what goals you want for your fish. All right, we're gonna get into the settings here. So on the bottom of this is a little, almost like a wing nut. You unscrew it, and then this will slide apart. And what you'll get is the display screen. And you'll also see is a battery located in here, and this is a rechargeable battery. And what I've found out is one charge will get you through the entire year. But even if it doesn't, you can stick it on a battery charger and you're good for months on end. It just depends on how often you feed and how long you allow the auger to run. I only feed twice a day for about 6 seconds each feeding. It doesn't use a lot of energy, so the battery seems to last a while. What I do is you hit set a couple times until you get to the first feeding. Now there are 6 different settings for the feedings. So right now I have it set up for 8 o'clock. For 5 seconds, we'll turn it up to 6. My second feeding is at 7 p.m. and it's for 5 seconds. And again, you could go up or down, however long you want the auger to run. You have to find out how much your fish like. And a good rule of thumb is your fish should be able to eat the amount of food that you put on your pond in 15 minutes. If there is still food left on top of the water after 15 minutes, you should dial back how much food you're giving them. So 15 minutes is kind of the benchmark of how long it should take them to eat. And you make sure you pay attention to the AM and PM. So I want it to feed at 8 a.m. for 6 seconds, 7 p.m. for 6 seconds. And again, you could go through and there's 6 different settings. And what you want to do, if you don't want it to feed during those times, you set the seconds to 0. So you flip through, you notice all of my other settings are at 0 because I don't want the auger to run at all during those times. So let's set it, current time right now is 9:39, and then I'm gonna have it go off here at 9:40 so that you guys can see the fish feeder actually going off and watch my fish go nuts. You're gonna wanna stick around for that. Current time is 9:40. Let's change this to go off, and let's say 9:42 so we don't miss it. All right, 9:42 for 6 seconds. For fun, let's crank it up, 7 seconds. All right, we should be good. Now, once you stop clicking buttons, it should go back to its normal function and should feed at those times. Put the cat back on. Here's the screw that goes on the bottom of it, and you can see it's kind of like a wing nut, same concept. All right, now we just wait for the feeder to go off. Right, the feeder just went off, and now here comes the fish. It's like the dinner bell, and you could see it did a really good job at throwing it out in the water, and now the fish will eat it all up. All right, guys, that's the setup. Super easy. Let's go inside and talk about how much this thing costs. All right, guys, how much does this thing cost? Well, I paid less than $200, and I'm gonna put a link in the description where I got it. Less than 200 bucks. I mean, that is way cheaper than the Texas Hunters, which I just looked and they are running almost $1,200. And it depends on what kind of model it is. So let me know in the comments which one you would prefer. I know you get what you pay for, but sometimes it's not worth digging that far, that deep in your wallet. I found that this thing is serving its purpose, and it has made a big difference in the size of fish that my family is able to enjoy to catch. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next video.